Welcome to beautiful Princess Island. Welcome back to the island, everyone. It's episode 4.
Welcome, and welcome our guest today, Apey.
How's it going?
We have a niche internet micro celebrity in our presence right now.
He's a huge celebrity.
He's king of a pig deal.
He is king of a pig deal.
Have I made it?
You've made it.
You've made it.
Have I made it, period? Is this it? Like I'm a niche internet micro celebrity now?
Yeah, this is it. There's nothing more for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
It's all downhill from here, AP.
Wait.
Can I at least like plateau for a while? Can it,
Not for a while, forever. No, you'll plateau forever. Right. It's okay.
You're already at the top and you're going to stay at the top. It's really lonely at the top though, so.
It is. There's not many of us up here.
Apey, I wish you could see the table. We decorated it for you. There's bananas all over the table. I'll send you a pic.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's kind of disappointing because I gave you a suggestion regarding the table decorations. And I'm happy that you did one for me, but I really think that just open container of ice cream in the middle with a single spoon, because it's like an interrogation. It's like the cops with the donuts. You have to like, why aren't you eating the ice cream? Are you nervous? Did you do something?
I don't think we're allowed to have food, right?
Yeah. I mean,
or else we would.
Even if we were, like it would definitely have melted, but by like halfway point in the episode, and it would have been nasty, and we would have had to deal with that, not you. So, just be grateful for the bananas, AP.
Well, as a future viewer, like that would have done something for me. I would have enjoyed that. Like watching the ice cream melt, it gives like pacing, to this podcast format. It's your podcast. Do with it what you will.
Yeah. Just
good ideas.
Yeah.
But
no.
You
great
don't have
ideas.
to listen to them.
Yeah. No. Just be grateful. Be humble.
Do you wanna watch us eat unripe bananas? They're like green.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, wait, you guys, do you open bananas by the bottom like a monkey or the top like a human?
Bottom like a monkey.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like this? I'm opening one banana.
Yeah, no, I popped the tiny part. Yeah.
Yeah. It just works better. When you open it from like the stem part, it breaks in half the time. I don't know.
It's far more efficient.
It makes the top all mushy.
We should, they're our ancestors. We should listen to them.
Anyway, okay, wait. So, Apey, I was talking about this earlier. So you used to be a girl on Twitter, and then now you're trans, so now you're a guy, right?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Wait, were you pretending to be a girl? That's amazing.
Yep, everyone thought Apey was a girl.
To be a girl. Well, yeah, it started, people just assumed I was a girl.
Because you posted the video of the girl, that sweet little Apey, ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Yeah, that was after people just assumed I was a girl, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm a girl," because it was kind of funny.
Wait, what was your old Abby?
No, it was just one of my friends draws my avatars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was still just the little monkey. I don't know. There's this concept of like profile physiognomy where before you even like really read someone's posts or whatever, you can look at their account and like make some typically correct assumptions about them.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like a vibe. I don't know. I guess, I wouldn't say like many, like it was definitely just a handful, but people, I guess, just looked at my profile and was like, yeah, this is a girl. And then I was like, yeah, I'm a girl. And then I had the videos and stuff to support it, because I thought that was a good bit. But I kept that going for like a year. Like Samara, when we first became internet friends, you thought girl.
Yeah, no, I remember you DM me and let me know that you were a guy. You were like, I feel bad about this. I'm not a girl or something. Yeah. And I was like, actually, I didn't know.
The very first time I messaged you, and I had like 400 followers, but I just sent you a DM because you were posting. It was like that. It was a meme of like the women posting their L's, like lever thing. I can't even remember the context, but there was just like a woman posted an L, and I was like, hey, can you send me that meme? I'm like, I can't find it on your account anywhere, and I know you post it all the time. And I sent you the post, and I was like, I need to post that image on this post, and you were like, yeah, here it is. And I was like, thank you. And then you followed me and shit, and I was super stoked. That was it. That was how we became friends.
I do remember that. I remember the lever. It was before the women's posting L's account, everyone. I swear. It was before the gimmick.
It was 100% before that. Yeah. It was before it was a gimmick at all. I don't know if you even made that image. I don't know.
Oh, no, I did. It was just a lever on Google, and then I put women posting L's, and I used to post it under like women posting L's, and now it's like really cringe, so I can't do it anymore.
It's funny because I feel like a lot of people assume Samara is a man.
Yeah, I guess that's from my looking
she does
at my
also
account.
tell people she's a guy all the time, so kind of.
Well, yeah, that's true. She does.
It's literally so obvious.
Or they do. So.
You can do like 1 second of research and figure out I'm not a guy. Like it's people that aren't very online, I feel like.
Yeah, no, that's
that was
true.
like when I was saying to be a girl, it was the same thing where like to me it was like how could you assume that, you know, based on like a single one of my posts or something. And
then it's like,
so
people aren't online like 15 hours a day, so they like don't see it. I forget about that sometimes.
And speaking of your posts, I feel like Samara has a couple questions about posts that you've made.
Oh yeah. So I wrote down some of your tweets. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. It reminds me of when I wrote the "Can I get a booty pic" copy pasta.
Okay. How are you gonna send them to me?
Oh no. Well, I just want to show it to you because it looks funny. But I wrote them down on a piece of paper so I could read them to you and ask you about them.
Oh, perfect.
All right, you ready?
This really is like an interrogation.
Yeah, no, you're right. We should have brought the ice cream.
All right, yeah, we need the ice cream right now.
Yeah.
All right, so on November 27th, 2022, you tweeted, "Punching my penis really hard and screaming at it." So I searched penis on your Twitter earlier, and there's a lot of like cock and ball torture type stuff, a lot of penis jokes. So I'm going to read these 3, and then you can let us know what your thoughts are, what the creative process was with coming up with these. All right. So March 15th, 2023, just exploded my penis and ball sack with a stick of dynamite in order to heal my internalized racism. That's a good one.
That's deep. That's real deep.
I like that one. Okay, last one. November 28th, 2022. Smashing my penis with a big rock I found. Anyway, so this is a theme for you, the penis torture. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, honestly, I have so many thoughts. You might not be expecting this. There's actually it's not a lot of like I sit down and I think about like how I'm gonna write this specific tweet. It's more like I think about penis I think about like this like ambient sexual atmosphere that's on Twitter. Do you guys like pick up on that? How it's like, especially lately with like the tweets it forces on your timeline and shit, where there's like
For You tab.
Yeah. I feel like I'm constantly against my wishes being shown sexual content. Like right now, there's this meme. It's a video of the latex sex slave GIMP in the fucking Tesseract. And there's the woman like rolling his weird sex cube around, right?
Oh yeah.
Somebody replied that to me today. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's different.
I feel like I am constantly seeing like sexual and pornographic material that I have no fucking interest in seeing. And it has, this like psychic effect on me where I'm constantly thinking about how like not like real consciously thinking, but in the back of my mind there's like all this bizarre like sexual imagery that I've picked up on, and I don't really want it in my head. So it's like how do I regurgitate this into a way that is like jarring to somebody else? Like I've been tormented by it, so now it's everyone else's problem. So that's kind of.
So whenever you see stuff like this, you abuse your penis. That's what you do.
Yeah. I fuck that thing up. Whatever I have at hand, I'm pounding it, right? Just violence.
No, I feel you with the forced sexual stuff though. Like so many, I get these spam replies of like naked girls all day and I have to hide and block them like all day. It's so annoying.
Right. And I mean, the thing that like drives me crazy about it is that it you know, I know this is not the case. I know like many people are kind of fed up with this, but the like, you know, the normie, the fucking the libtards, the conservatives, what have you, all are like they act like it's normal that there's just constant sexual content like around that they're, you know, consuming and looking at, and like everything they interact with has some like weird sex angle to it. It's like nobody's like fucking normal anymore. Everything's about sex, and
it
like
really is.
They should make Twitter like Tumblr and like ban all the sexual content.
Yeah, and then everyone will leave.
Yeah,
just like they did on Tumblr.
Perfect.
Everyone goes to Blue Sky.
I want Twitter. I want it just to be me. If everybody else leaves Twitter, I win. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay if it was just you, honestly. And me to watch and to give you the likes.
So like when I make these posts, I feel like there's like a character, right, that I'm kind of like tweeting through. You know, Apey is this character of like, you know, all of this. I tweet my own like take on this bizarre sex shit, and like the whole thing is like this character views this as like completely normal to, oh, I'm sitting here, so I'm going to smash my dick with a rock, right? Like it's, you know, it's to parallel what I'm witnessing, where all these people are treating this sexual stuff that they interact with in earnest as if it's normal.
And to be fair, that is very much so something a monkey would do. So
right,
that's
yeah,
true.
it kind of plays into the monkey aspect. Like a monkey would definitely smash its dick with a rock that it found. So
like we're picturing your little Abby just like abusing its little monkey dick.
yeah. Well, I'm not. You speak for yourself.
Yeah. Personally, I don't watch porn or anything, so that's what I get off to. I'm just kidding.
Tweets.
All right.
text tweets.
Just
yeah,
kidding.
Absolutely. Well, that's a really, I didn't expect that much depth to the take. So, I'm pleasantly surprised that it was,
We didn't expect you to have any depth at all. I'm just kidding.
right?
I'm just kidding. I know Apey's a smart guy.
yeah, he said a couple big
I'm
words
kind of like
just now.
this like misunderstood freak. Or, like a lot of people like look down on me, and they see me as like, you know, like an outcast and
They bully you.
like a debutante, a troglodyte. I'm picked on. I'm victimized.
Because you're so small. You're 2 inches tall.
You're just a little.
I'm like 2 inches tall. You know, I'm real small. I'm a real little guy.
You're 2 inches tall, and oh wait, something else I have to ask you. So are you wearing the strawberry costume right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be a really small costume if you're 2 inches tall.
It's an actual strawberry.
Well, it's small to you but it's normal to me because I'm really small.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God,
makes sense.
you're right. He could wear an actual
He
strawberry.
could wear a little tiny real strawberry.
It's all hollowed out.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to like dig a hole through it and you know, like push my arms and legs out.
Oh, that's
awesome.
so cute.
It's a lot like that scene in Ace Ventura 2 where there's like the rhinoceros robot and he's like shitting Jim Carrey out through like the, you know, and it's like it's giving birth to him.
God, I
and
love those
safari
movies.
people there watching him.
Classic.
That's like a day in my life.
That's fair.
It's every day, bro.
Rhino robot shitting is like very much so like relevant to society as a whole, I think.
Now,
you're
are
not
you
alone.
guys willfully moving past the Jake Paul reference I just made, or is it like you just didn't pick up on it?
The only thing I know about Jake Paul is the energy,
I don't know anything
energy drinks that I adamantly drink on a day-to-day basis.
Is he the one that made fun of a dead body, or is that the other one?
Yeah, that's the Suicide Forest guy.
Oh.
Yeah. But he, you know, he also made the hit song "It's Every Day, Bro," and
Is it good?
No. I mean, sure, yeah.
yeah, it's good.
It's great.
Yeah,
I would like
great.
it probably.
Yeah.
I love bad music. Harris and I were listening to the "You Was at the Club." Is it better than that or worse?
I don't know what that is either.
Bottoms up when I first met you.
First met you.
Yeah,
Who is
AP
that?
knows it.
Who
It's
is that?
It's just some
I know
guy that made a song and it was like really popular online. Anyway, I was just wondering if it was like a bop like that.
Well, if there's anything we've learned, I don't know anything about anything.
You know a lot just about stuff that I don't know about, and vice versa.
Like relevant things that are like important.
Every week, I'm just gonna remind you.
You guys have a great dynamic.
I'm gonna. He didn't.
You don't know anything. You know everything. That's perfect.
He didn't know what Bud Light was.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
That's actually impressive. You have to skip a lot of like advertising and shit to just not have any. I know about like different types of spirits. That's all I really know about. No beer. I mean, I'm curious about that. I want to hear about spirits. What do you have to say about spirits?
Oh no, I don't know anything other than I just drink them. Yeah, spirits like that. Yeah.
Wait, but real talk. I shouldn't get to finish
That's what I thought I thought we were talking about like ghosts, like spooks.
No,
and specters,
like spirits, like alcohol,
wine and spirits.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, but Apey, real talk. I love your strawberry tweets. They're the best. One time I tried to search your Twitter. Remember, I like searched it and it didn't come up because I wanted to see all of them. And I'm like, this is impossible. Like he tweets about the strawberry costume like every day.
I do remember that. We had it was like a 20-minute talk of trying to dissect what was happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Twitter's just broken. But anyway, I love those tweets. That's such an AP thing. I saw Gumpy was like doing it the other day and a few other people do it because of you.
That's cute.
It's your meme.
Yeah, as a niche internet micro celebrity, my influence, kind of it festers, right? It spreads through the hearts and minds of people. I have a tremendous impact on society at large. It's that's kind of my deal. I don't know about you guys. I influence things. There should be a title for that kind of person.
I've influenced many things, like driving under it, and bad behavior.
I don't influence. I'm under the influence.
Well, cheers to that.
Hey, cheers! Hey, water and Gatorade.
Cheers. Yeah, sure, Gatorade. That's what's in here.
Cheers. Anyway, so we're gonna have a little a theme.
We're gonna have a discussion with you.
Yeah.
And it's about food, which is appropriate since we have bananas all over. But I wanted to open up with kind of what might be a debate. What is the best chain restaurant?
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
That's a great pick. Holy
That's
shit.
fucking crazy.
Well, what is it, like restaurant or fast food?
Chain restaurant.
Oh, that was the question.
No, fast food doesn't count.
Right? It's just like a franchise.
No, sit down restaurant. Best chain restaurant. If it was fast food, you cannot call fast food restaurants.
What does best mean? Like taste the best, or that you like to go to?
Like that you enjoy going to, sitting
Hooters.
down and having a great experience. That's a great.
I've actually never been to Hooters.
Oh well, then fucking.
I want to go.
Okay,
it's my dream.
Not the fantastical best restaurant, the best chain restaurant that you've gone to more than
What's
once.
wrong with Red Lobster? It's good.
No, you can say Red Lobster. I'm saying this is a debate, so Red Lobster. Great.
I was saying Red Lobster's great. I was gonna say Chili's though.
I was also going to say Chili's.
Chili's is better than Red Lobster.
Yeah,
Chili's is shit compared to Red Lobster.
Well,
yeah,
can I get
sucks, but the vibe is incredible.
The vibe is crazy at Chili's, and can I get a fucking like Jameson, like a 5-shot Jameson crazy mixed drink with like that is like neon blue that would glow under a black light.
All right, that's it. Let's go there after this. I want one.
I want to go. I love Chili's so much.
Yeah, Chili's is it's fantastic. It's honestly, like I don't think there are like chains and franchises that have good food. It's all about the fucking vibes.
It's
and in Chili's, the vibes are immaculate.
They are.
It's insane in there.
Okay, so
and you can pay on a tablet now. Like they just bring a tablet to your table.
You can do that like anywhere.
Oh well, fuck off.
You're like, I haven't been outside since last year.
No, I've been to Chili's plenty of times since last year.
Abby, why do you like Chili's? Like, is there something you like to order there that's good? Or like, tell me about the vibes. What makes them immaculate?
Telling me to explain a vibe, like you don't get it. No, I don't know. It's
True.
like
I feel like part of it is the way that you're seated. Like there's quite a generous distance in between tables there. Like I never feel like I'm too close to anyone at Chili's where like they're gonna overhear like my crazy conversation after like 3 of their like 45-ounce mixed drinks. And the service is good enough to where I don't have to see them
to where you
too
tip.
often. And the second that I want them there and I'm like, okay, where are they? They're there, like very quickly thereafter. You can pay on a tablet and okay, yeah, you might be able to pay on a tablet. Sorry, AP, give me one more second. You might be able to pay on the tablet, but you can also play games on it. Like you can like pay to play games.
Oh, you can do that at Olive Garden too.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the fucking games there. I actually forgot about that. I haven't been to Chili's in a while, but
yeah, they give you like a fucking iPad. Basically.
Yeah. I can watch Coco Melon.
But the seating arrangement, I feel like that is like kind of a big deal. Like it feels like it should be way louder in Chili's than it ever is, but at the same time,
they keep the lights dim in there too, right? Like ambiance.
No, not really. I kind of like that it's not that dim because I don't get tired. And it's
you don't get sleepy, and you go to like I'm trying to think of like the shitty chain restaurant like Texas Roadhouse and shit, like, and it's so fucking loud. You have to scream to like say anything, and they're playing music.
I don't remember that.
Insane.
Oh, Texas Roadhouse is crazy.
I've been there twice.
Yeah.
Wait, AP, should I tell about what I did at Texas Roadhouse after you're done?
Yes, I think it's one of the funniest things ever. I know you got like kind of canceled for it, but it was so fucking funny for me.
Wait, I've never heard that. I've never even heard this story.
Yeah, I don't think you have. Anyway, no. I didn't do anything wrong. On a locked account, this sounds really bad.
Go on.
I like took a so our server had like a really insane ass. Like, and she was wearing their uniform is like tight jeans.
Well, what do you expect? It's always bigger in Texas.
I think that's their slogan.
Well, that's the Texas slogan. That's not their slogan. That's Texas's slogan.
I thought for some reason it says that somewhere there. But anyway,
I'm sure it does.
I took a picture from the back while she was standing at the computer. Like you couldn't see her face. And I posted it on a locked account. And then some idiot that followed me like took it and posted it like on main. And I was like, stop, like delete that. But like so many people saw it and they're like, you're so fucked up for that. And I'm like,
how big are we talking?
It was more just like the shape, but it was pretty big.
Was it shapely in a good way or shapely in a flat, nasty square way?
AP, I can't really remember. It was good though, right? She had a good ass. Sorry to sexualize this woman, but she had a good butt.
I'm not sorry.
I wonder if she ever saw it. Hopefully not.
Well, if she had a good butt, that means it wasn't square and flat and weird.
Oh no, it was not weird.
The main thing was just this was like at the peak of like everybody talking about pogs, and the post itself was like, you know, if you creep shotted this fucking Texas Roadhouse server and you just posted it like it was something like pogged up Texas Roadhouse server.
She had some Tex ass, that's for sure. I want to see that picture. You need to show it to me later.
I cannot. I might not have it anymore. All my pictures got deleted from like 2 years because my phone got fucked up one time.
Well, that sounds like a great restaurant experience.
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't stop staring at it, so I took a picture. I'm like just as bad as like a creepy, horny guy.
No, that's probably why people think you're a dude.
It was on, because it was like just to my friends on like my locked Twitter.
Well, yeah, until it wasn't. And also not your friend if they ended up posting it. So.
I know, I was like, delete that now. Like, what the hell? I can't remember who posted it.
But
like ethically, I don't think it was like super cool to do that, but also like I don't give a shit. It was super fun.
On a locked account, I think it's fine.
I wasn't trying to be creepy. I was trying to be funny.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, about her fat ass. Which is not like, yeah, I see both sides.
Maybe she'll listen to this podcast. No, she'll never know it's her. She'll never know. There's no way she saw it.
Fat ass girl at Texas Roadhouse, we're really sorry.
From 2 years ago.
You have a great ass.
You know who you are.
Sorry, you have a great ass.
If my ass was so good that someone creep shotted it, I'd be like, all right, I've done something right.
I'd be fine as long as my posture was appropriate. Then I would be upset if I was like slunched over after a hard day at work. And also, if it was in Arizona, she was probably working for 19 hours straight with a 1 hour lunch break and no 15s. So that could have just been a swollen ass from like being tired and overworked.
Swollen ass?
Yeah. Do you know, has this ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Have you ever worked so hard and for so long that your ass swelled?
No, that's never happened to me.
No.
Well,
Is this like a BBL life hack? You just
yeah,
like,
just overwork yourself and don't
like
drink water.
Why get a BBL when you can get a job?
Don't get a BBL, get a job. That's a hot take, AP. Thank you for that. That's
be a
actually
server
so true.
and work yourself to death. You wage sell, you fucking animal.
So the next thing, I feel like this kind of plays into chain restaurants because I feel like this is probably where you would most likely have this experience. But what was your guys' worst restaurant experience that you've ever had? And if you haven't had a bad one, just fucking make one up. Just tell me something.
Oh my God, wait, I have one.
I have one as well. Do you? You certainly do. You have. If Chili's is your favorite chain restaurant, I'm sure you have a bad restaurant experience from another chain or from a local restaurant. I think that's where a lot of the worst ones happen, but
Should I go first?
go for it.
Okay, this didn't actually happen to me, but I was with Blake actually, and we were at like some like brunch spot. I don't even know, some like trendy spot, and we get our food. And there's like an acrylic nail sticking out from like his like sandwich. And like, we just like couldn't stop laughing. Like it was so funny. And like, we're like, okay, well, we have to tell them obviously. Like some girl in the kitchen just like missing a piece of her nail. But anyway, yeah, we tell them and they're like, oh my God, like we're so sorry. Like the manager comes out, he's like, here's like a $200 gift card. Like I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
And like the whole time I'm like, I couldn't even speak. I'm like crying, laughing. I don't like, my stomach hurt. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my entire life. And he was laughing too, but he's like trying to be serious because like, I mean, it's like not okay.
Yeah.
But like, anyway, I wonder if she got fired that day.
Mine is actually not about the food, and has nothing to do with the restaurant. But my worst restaurant experience by far is on my 16th birthday. My mom asked me where I wanted to go after school for my birthday, and I was like, let's go to Red Robin. And so we went to Red Robin and we sat down and we had just gotten our food, and all of a sudden there was this huge, and I can literally show you the news article about this. This was real. I all of a sudden hear this huge explosion as I closed my eyes as it was happening. Like there was this huge explosion. I thought that a plane had crashed into the restaurant. Like I genuinely thought that I was going to die because there was smoke and glass started flying everywhere. And like,
Was your birthday?
This was on my 16th birthday. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And, I was like, I just had my eyes closed. There was like, it was the table shook. Like I flew, like I didn't fly back, but like the booth like jolted back, and everyone started screaming and there were like babies crying and stuff. Someone had fallen asleep at the wheel, and a truck took out the entire wall because the Red Robin was right off of the freeway, and a truck took out the entire wall. And I opened my eyes and I just saw like a truck sitting in front of me. And not only this, I guess actually this is on the restaurant because not only did they not comp everyone's meals, they made us pay as we were evacuated out of the building. So like the server was made us all get in line to like pay for our meals and gave us to-go boxes for our food. And like we had just gotten our food. So when we got back to the truck, I looked in my to-go box and there was glass in my food. Like they were like shoveling all of our food into to-go boxes like really quickly, being like, everybody out, like everybody's got to get out. And they were like, you got to pay. So we all had to pay for the meal, and like there was like glass in my food, but that was probably the worst restaurant experience I've ever had personally.
That's such a Citizen app notification. Like truck crashes into Red Robin, like destroying the building. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, if only Citizen app existed, I would have popped off on there that day.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
I think I got a notification like that when I lived in New York once.
That makes sense.
Anyway.
I don't have any truly insane bad like dining in restaurant experiences. I feel like I have sort of like actually like pretty high standards for like what's a good restaurant, and I feel like most of the restaurants I go to just kind of suck, and it's like I don't even regard it after a certain point. But like, you know, when I was like 18, 19, like until I was 22, I worked in a bunch of restaurants, and I definitely saw some crazy shit happening in restaurants I worked in. Like actually this wasn't the first restaurant I worked at, but it was the first one I worked at for like full time for like 2 years. And I saw like multiple people die.
What?
Yeah, because it was in the middle of like just like people would like OD. There was like stabbings. It was like in the middle of the student ghetto.
What?
What the fuck?
Student ghetto?
Student ghetto.
What's that?
Like the people who get Fs?
Like there's every like college city has this, where there's the university, and then there's all the shitty houses and businesses around the university that like all the college students work at and live in, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a student ghetto. Every college town has this.
I've just never heard the phrase student ghetto, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because this is
our university. I live in the university town, and ours is not quite like that, but Arizona's built different. So
well, this one was pretty bad.
It makes sense though.
But so like I worked at this restaurant for like 2 years, and for the very first week I worked at this restaurant, when I was just like a busser, so there was like a bus stop in front of it that like homeless people would hang out at, and they would try and sneak it. They had an armed security guard in this restaurant the whole time it was open also. But you know, like the homeless people would come in and try and like steal shit, or like steal food off tables and like ask people for money and get kicked out, you know, but they would just loiter at this bus stop and the restaurant couldn't do anything about it. But they would also get in like ludicrous fucking like those Twitter fights, right? Those accounts that are popping up of like people just like beating the shit out of each other in the streets. Like this was like nonstop in front of this restaurant. But I remember like the first week I was working here, there was like one homeless guy that was kind of standing by the bus stop, and I don't know it didn't look like he was doing anything. But another homeless guy walked up behind him and like palmed the back of his head like a basketball, and just like slammed his face into the concrete, and there was just like blood and mucus all over the sidewalk. And my manager just came up to me with like a jug of bleach and a mop and was like, "Can you go clean that up?" And I was like, okay, I guess. Like I was like 18. I didn't know that that's not like, you know, it's not really a healthy work environment to be doing shit like that.
Literally. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty bad restaurant experience.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it was dramatic.
He's like, "Hey, will you pick up the brains and bring them in for the tacos later?"
He's like, "God damn it, another guy died."
I don't know if the guy died or not. Like an ambulance came and wheeled him away. The guy that like did that to him just kind of like walked it off. And you know, I don't know, he just walked away.
I think the most graphic and like affecting part of that story is the not just blood but mucus. That definitely like took it over the edge for me.
Yeah, there was like noticeable, because I had to clean it up, and
it was like
noticeable slimy. Like slime and shit. It was really viscerally disgusting, you know. But
no, that guy didn't make it. He didn't make it. But hey, you cleaned it up. You cleaned it up. You did you did a good job. I would have tipped you highly if I would have seen that happen with you.
This restaurant didn't do tips, you know?
Oh, well, as someone who worked in food service.
That's like illegal. What the fuck?
No, it's not. It's actually not illegal.
They paid us like a slightly above minimum wage. Yeah. So, you know, I was 18. It was like my first like
$18 an hour.
No, he was 18.
Oh,
I was 18. No,
I was like what? Were you 18 last year? That's a crazy wage for food service. But on the topic of tips, have you guys ever not tipped or tipped like low? to someone? Yeah.
I've not tipped like a billion fucking times.
Okay. Can you tell me your most memorable experience not tipping? Like a reason that like you know, you don't want to go on like talking about a time you didn't tip just cause, but like
I mean,
they sucked at their job.
What was the time when they like really fucking sucked at their job?
Yeah, I mean, I've
because
like,
same, to be honest. I'll go with
so
it.
many times because it's like the service sucks. You guys have like, I've worked in enough restaurants. I know when a restaurant is like fucking busy or not, like when it's reasonable for food to take forever to come. Like, I feel like this is the thing. I say like there's been a ton of times I haven't tipped, but it's like I've had shitty service like a billion
absolutely
times.
And I think
like
then it's justified to not tip if you have bad service. I will say it. I don't think it's necessary if they're bad. So you don't even have to explain yourself here.
It's not like a particularly memorable thing. It's just been like I've gone to a restaurant, I order something, I'm there for 45 minutes and the food sucks, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not fucking tipping. Like, this sucked. This is a waste of time. Like, I don't know.
I mean, the food sucking isn't their fault. Right.
The one time I've like left a restaurant without paying. So, wait, sorry.
Go on.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, ignore me.
Okay, let me back on the rails. All right, yeah. There's a singular time I was like, I'm not paying for this. I didn't eat the food either. It was like it was at this Thai restaurant, and I forget what the dish is called. Like I'm not, you know, it's not like I speak Thai or anything, but it's like it's a seafood thing, and it's in this like coconut milk sauce, and normally it's quite good, but I ordered it from this Thai place, and it was like not fucking cooked. Like, you know, there was like raw, like old fish in it, and like old fish is good in like any sort of seafood like soup thing. You're supposed to use like slightly older fish,
right?
But this was like, you know, that means you need to cook it, and this was like not cooked all the way. The coconut milk stuff was like congealed and slimy and disgusting.
I've definitely had that happen.
Took a bite, like maybe they know what they're doing, and it was just disgusting. And I just walked out. I left it there. I don't know.
Gross.
So, okay, you said something that old fish is supposed to be in stews.
Not
I did
like
not
old,
know
like
this.
Rotten, but like if
like aged,
like frozen for a while, or like
no, like it hasn't been frozen. Okay, this is like a culinary thing, and I'm not like a culinary like wizard or anything, but I've
never heard that.
I've read a few books. Yeah, it's not like it's going bad old. Maybe old isn't the right word, but it's like you don't want the like
fish to be like super fresh,
like straight out of the ocean.
know, that makes sense, because if stews are slow cooked, it has to have like a resilient protein, so I feel like fresh fish would just like get really tough really quickly, so I guess that makes sense.
It's something about that, like the texture or whatever. Like, I don't know exactly how it works, but I've just, you know, I've heard you don't want like super fresh fish for certain dishes.
Interesting.
I personally have never not tipped, but I've tipped very low to let someone know that they made a huge mistake. And it's typically at bars. Like, it's not been restaurants for me as much as it has been bars. I've been to a restaurant. I actually went to this restaurant in Portland that was ran by female Buddhist monks.
Monkeys.
And female Buddhist monkeys, yeah. And like, you know, Buddhist monks, like they're like very like anti-material. They all wear like the same garbs, like just like a very simple robe. They all have buzzed heads because they don't believe in like any type of vanity. And at the time, of course, I'm visiting Portland. Clearly, I'm like at the time like a vegan fucking idiot, right? So no offense, vegans, but you're fucking idiots. But
that's facts.
That's facts. Fucking like literally like have fun rotting away without your fucking proteins. Anyways, so I was vegan at the time. So this was a vegan restaurant ran by female Buddhist monks, and they treated us like absolute shit. And like, I'm a very like material person, but also I'm in Portland, so that shouldn't be weird to them. They ran a vegan restaurant in Portland. You obviously get the most fucking like quirky ass looking motherfuckers who walk in there, right? but they were so disrespectful and like threw our food. Like first she pretended like she didn't know what I was asking for whenever we ordered. Like she didn't speak English, but like I saw her getting orders from people who were like clearly regulars there, and she was like really nice to them, but she was like a fucking twat to all of us. And they got all of our orders wrong intentionally. She pretended like she didn't know what I was asking for, because I was just ordering, pointing at what I wanted and being like, I want this. And she was like, what? Huh? Like pretending like she didn't know.
Shouldn't speak English.
So she got all of our orders wrong. Then she had someone else deliver our food to us, because she was like, she told the other person who told us that she didn't want to deal with us because we were being rude, which was crazy because we weren't. And then they threw our food on the table so hard to the point where like my food like spilled onto the table. My order was completely wrong. Everybody's order was completely wrong. So we just decided to like trade orders, like based on like what we thought looked good. And then when we were leaving, they pretended like their card reader wasn't working. It was working, because someone just had ordered, like who just had like paid right before me. And when I got up there, she like ripped the card reader out of my hands and like dismembered it, like fucking like pulled it all apart, and then got on the phone, was just like talking in like not in a rude way, just in a naive way, like whatever language she was speaking, like she was talking to someone on the phone, had me sit there for like 5 minutes.
Taiwanese.
Buddhists are
Tibetan.
Yeah.
That's where the monks are.
Yeah. And so she like pretended like it was broken and that she had to call somebody. So she made me wait there forever. And then she just like hung up the phone and then walked away and then came back. I was literally standing there for like 10 minutes, and my dumbass still tipped, but like I tipped like $2 or something on like our like $100 and something tab. And they probably overcharged us too. But it was like a really crazy experience. I had never experienced someone like treating me like that. And like, I'm in Portland, which by the way, I hated Portland. I think I anticipated really liking it. I think it's the worst people in the world live there. Like,
it is the worst people, but I do like how pretty it is.
Yeah, it's pretty, so but like,
is your story basically?
The rest of Oregon is so much better than Portland. Like all of
I'm sure
it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
Portland is a shithole.
Portland's terrible. It's so bad. It's like the worst place I've ever been.
So your story was basically the gist is that white racism is real.
Yeah, I'm racist. Just kidding. But like, it was really hard not to be. I would have
been fucking with him the whole time. I'm surprised he tipped at all, but also like,
I just had a hard time.
My food on the table, I would have been like asking for drinks and then like flipping the cup upside down on the table so that the liquid stays in the cup.
No,
like,
if it were me, listen, if it were me now, like I'm in my 30s, I'm a fucking asshole now. But like I was in my mid 20s, I was like, still thought that I like gave a fuck about anybody and any like anything, and like didn't want to like, you know, I'm visiting Portland. Clearly I feel, and I'm vegan. Like at that time, like clearly I felt some type of way about everything and was like a lot more sensitive than I am now.
You're like, I have to act like the Portlandians act.
Yeah, I have to like, and the conversations I overheard in Portland were the craziest conversations I'd ever had heard. Like a mom talking about her kid being in like baby yoga, and I'm like, fucking like throw your child
like
away
LA.
at that point. Like, yes, well, it sounds like LA, it sounds like Scottsdale, it sounds like everywhere, like that's like just like predominantly like annoying fucking liberal idiots. Like
metropolitan places, yeah, they're all pretty similar. I don't really fuck with that. I live in the country. My town, 500 people in it.
That's how I use see, that's the thing, is that until I was in my 20s, I lived in a small country town. And then I moved to Phoenix, and I was like very influenced for like a whole year by like metropolitan like ideals, and then I very quickly stepped out of that, like, and was like, I fucking hate everyone, and not in a nihilist way. I love people, like I have a lot of friends and I enjoy people, but I don't like how they think, like, ever. Like I'm like, I wish that you all would just stop thinking.
I think everyone should
people need to stop thinking.
People need to stop thinking so much and just have a good time and be stupid and have fun. I have two more really important things that we have to discuss, and we have like 15 minutes.
Holy shit.
I know, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, so if you guys don't have an answer to this, that's fine. This is really just me wanting to plug an insane story that I have that Samara knows already. But do you have an either most expensive or like embarrassing delivery order? And I'm talking about like DoorDash, GoPuff,
No, I don't.
Grubhub.
I don't really use any of that shit. Oh wait, I have a story that's related actually.
Okay, great. Apey, do you have one? I can start.
Mine's quick.
Let's hear your story.
So one time, Samara knows about this. One time I was like really drunk and I was on something and else, and I ordered like $220 worth of Taco Bell on DoorDash, like really frantically, and I don't know why I did it. I think I was just like, oh, I'm hungry, and like everyone's probably so hungry, I'm gonna like order all of us DoorDash.
Weren't you alone though?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you were alone.
No, I think I was at a bar or something, and I was like, I'm gonna order it back to my house because people were coming back to my house with me.
Oh, that makes sense.
But like two people, like I should not have been ordering. Like I ordered like
$220.
I ordered $220 worth of Taco Bell.
Everyone gets 56 Crunchwrap Supremes.
Literally.
Yeah. Taco Bell's still pretty cheap, so that's like a disgusting amount of.
Yeah. Well, the sad part is that I ordered it all, but I ordered it to an address that I never received the Taco Bell.
And he paid for it.
And I paid for it, and I was too embarrassed to ever like put in like a cancel request, because I was like, they're not going to accept it because it was such a big order, that I was like, you know, like they'll like return orders that are small, but I thought they wouldn't return my order if I never got it. And it was like a day later because I like fell asleep for like 20 hours after my moment. So yeah, I ordered $220 for the Taco Bell, never saw it, and never got my money back. That's my
it's kind of a
embarrassing
flex.
one.
You're like, yeah.
Or the time that I ordered, I was really hungover and I was craving cheesecake from New York Cheesecake or whatever that's called. Is that what it's called? New York Cheesecake?
No, Cheesecake
Factory. Yeah.
Oh.
I ordered one slice of banana cream pie cheesecake and a double shot of espresso for like $40, and it was the worst thing I've ever had. So.
Yeah, I don't know why Drake likes Cheesecake Factory so much. It's not a good restaurant.
It's not good. It's like not a good restaurant at all. Like I've never had anything there that I liked.
It's not even mid. It's like kind of bad.
Actually, there is something there I like. It's their cucumber mint lemonade. That kind of goes hard.
Okay, I had a Bellini one time there. Actually, that was pretty good. But food wise, nothing is really stand out.
No.
Are they the ones with the Skinnylicious menu, or is that like Olive Garden?
Yeah, no, they have the Skinnylicious.
Great name for something.
Oh yeah, we were joking last time we were there, like being like, so you're on a date and like your date's looking at the menu and you take it, put it to the skinny part, and you're like, I think you need to order off this part of the menu.
You should look at this menu. Did you see this one? Did you see this side menu that they have?
There's a menu for people like you.
That's me on the date with the girl from Texas Roadhouse, the fat ass. I'm like, I think you need to eat off the Skinnylicious.
How about a water, fat ass?
How about a water?
I think every restaurant should have a Skinnylicious. You know, it's just,
I agree.
I don't know. It seems pragmatic.
Yeah, for everyone involved. Like, I don't. What do you like? The rest of the menu is fattylicious. You should have a Skinnylicious menu.
I like how in California they have the calories on every single menu. It's like law, so you know exactly like what you're eating at all times.
I love looking at the calorie content of meals like at Chili's and other places like that. I'm like, oh, this 2,400 calorie chicken nugget meal
with like 7,000 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah, count me.
Oh, it's like the Dairy Queen Oreo milkshake that's like 6,700 calories.
That's one of the
that's awesome.
Like that should have its own page in the Guinness World Records, like explaining why. Like, why does it? Why? I don't understand how.
I
like,
do.
You something like that.
Soy protein. Is it soy protein isolate? Is that why?
You guys, I'll tell you. I used to work at a cookie shop and I had to make shakes. Do you know how many scoops of ice cream goes in a milkshake?
3.
Dude, it's like 8 for like a small, like a regular glass.
Oh, because it melts and the volume changes.
It's ice cream but liquid. So think about it.
Fucking Newton.
That's why milkshakes are like so insane. I don't think I've like
Newton?
had ever since I worked at a cookie shop. I think I probably had like one milkshake since then because I was so disgusted.
I hate milkshakes. They make me feel like shit.
Just eat ice cream, like you fatty. Like why are you drinking a milkshake?
I just can't do like I don't like sweet stuff to begin with, but I can't do milkshakes or ice cream. I don't like it.
I'm gonna be real. I like milkshakes, but I don't do sweet stuff a lot in general. But every once in a while, I will get a milkshake. But it's having a milkshake is like you have the worst feeling in your stomach afterwards because it's a truly insane thing to eat. Like,
no, I feel like
so
I'm gonna
much
kill
dairy.
myself every time. I'm like the last time I had a milkshake was probably several years ago, but I specifically remember that day being like traumatizing because I was so depressed and like felt like I was gonna die. Like I was like rolling around on the ground.
the idea of being like too like fat and lazy to eat ice cream, you have to like drink it. You have to like slurp it through a little straw.
Suck it through a straw. I used to drink Sonic milkshake sometimes, actually.
Sonic, you know what?
Kind of pathetic.
I could do a Sonic banana milkshake. Actually, that sounds.
They're
fabulous.
good. They're not too big too. Like you can get. Like,
no,
I always
get the child size. Like even the last time I had a milkshake, I got the child size, but I still felt like shit.
That's when I get McFlurries, I get the child size because it's enough.
That's enough. You say.
Yeah, it's enough because then I don't feel like a fat ass afterward.
They're like, tell me when. You're like, stop halfway through.
If I eat more ice cream, then I feel like suicidal.
You know what we could do? We could take all these bananas and freeze them and make ice cream out of just banana. And if I had a banana milkshake that was just bananas, that would be and maybe like some vanilla extract and stuff.
Harrison was gonna make banana bread. I think you need like a lot of bananas for that.
You don't need that many, and also they have to be overripe, and these are all green. I asked him what we were gonna do with all these bananas. He's like, make banana bread, and I was
we can wait till they ripen, or he can.
You should just leave them in your car for one day in the heat. Dude, we can put them in the bed of my truck.
Like a billion degrees of.
Yeah, it's like 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, we're struggling already.
I love that. I like it being like extremely dry hot.
The dry heat is great. I hated it at first because I grew up like in the valley where it was like it was like humid heat, but like only for a couple months. Then it was like nice outside all day. But I actually enjoy
State where it's like the exact opposite of that. But,
very humid.
I like it. I'm not the sweatiest person in the world, so it
me either.
Affect me that much, you know. But I love talking about the weather. Holy shit!
Me too. Nice. Me too. I love talking about the weather. It's one of my favorite things to do.
It's good shit.
Besides make puns.
People need to stop talking about sex on Twitter and start talking about the fucking weather.
Start talking about the weather. Like. And I'm not talking about fucking global warming. Nobody talk about that.
No global warming. No,
that's not even real.
The sundress. I care about getting railed to sundress. I just want the fucking weather.
I just want the weather. Yeah.
Why is the girl wearing a sundress? Because it's warm and beautiful out.
Yeah.
That's what they should be talking about. Not the part where she gets railed.
Right.
No, yeah, she can get railed on her own time. She doesn't need to fucking talk about it. Just wear the sundress and have a good time in the fucking heat.
Just put the OnlyFans in your link in bio and tweet about the weather.
And shut the fuck up.
Wait. I had just a quick Postmates story before I move on from that.
Yeah, please.
I know we already moved on, but
well, we didn't yet.
But no, this is quick. No, so one time I never look at my bank account because I'm stupid, and like
I love this story.
And I just like didn't have as much money as I thought I should have, so I was just like going through my bank account history, and like there was all these Postmate charges, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've used Postmates like once in my life, and so yeah, I don't know. I'm like, well, clearly someone is using my Postmates somehow, and they had been doing it for like, I didn't even get all the money back because it was so long. They were like, well, why didn't you say anything to us sooner? Like Wells Fargo. And I'm like, because I didn't notice. Like, what do you mean?
I'm retarded.
Yeah, like because I'm stupid. I don't look at my bank account. But anyway, everyone makes fun of me for that. And I only got like a few $100s back. But they were doing it like every other day for like, I made more money, like way more money then. And it was like, I feel like it was like 6 months. It was a long time.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
But anyway, now I'm banned from Postmates. Like, what did I do?
You didn't pay attention to your bank account.
I'm banned from Tinder too. I'm banned from Uber. I didn't do anything with any of these apps.
I'm banned from Tinder and Hinge, and I did nothing. I was persecuted, but I am 100% innocent for doing anything at all.
I feel like I know why they banned me, but I didn't. I just used to swipe right on everyone because I had a funny bio and I wanted to see what people said to my bio.
Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, they thought you were a spam account.
No, because I had my Instagram attached. I had all pictures of me.
Doesn't matter.
It was just a silly thing, but I would just swipe right on everyone.
They verified my identity on there, and I still got banned for nothing.
I remember I tried to make another account with my mom's phone number, and then they somehow banned that one too. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, someone's probably out to get you.
I'm just like
probably the people who you stopped letting use your Postmates.
I fucking love Tinder. Tinder was so funny. My bio was like, said I had kids. It said I smoked crack. One time it said I
also said I smoked crack. Mine said I had a micro penis and that I was a member of ISIS.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering why you got banned.
No, mine didn't say...
Maybe you didn't, but...
It didn't say smoke crack.
I haven't used Tinder in like 4 years, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But, I was banned from it.
No, but...
Well, that makes sense.
But I feel like you're allowed... I don't know. I just feel like that's not bannable. But
you're not allowed to say you smoke crack.
No, that's not. I said, okay, so you know how everyone says 420 friendly? I put crystal meth friendly.
Okay, well that's bannable.
Well, then how come I didn't get banned for like a year or two? Or like
because they didn't know. You were swiping right for so long that they were like, wait a minute, this bitch is fucking onto something, and then they look and they're all, well, she's a crystal meth smoker. Why would they be pissed about
like somebody being cool with crystal meth but not weed? Weed is so much lamer. Like,
well, weed is legal.
It wasn't legal then.
Well, it's less methy.
It's less fun.
That's true.
It's
less cool.
It's less intriguing.
I'm glad meth isn't legalized here, because if I could smoke meth legally, it'd be so fucking over for all of you.
I feel like we're like as close to Arizona is like the meth capital. No, it is.
Well,
Phoenix is the meth capital of the U.S.
No, it's not.
It's like it's 1 through 3rd, 1, 2, or 3. I swear to God, look it up.
There's no way the meth capital is in anywhere that is not West Virginia.
Exactly. I was gonna say that's way more of a like Middle Earth type thing when it comes to the U.S.
I can actually see West Virginia from where I'm sitting right now.
The entirety?
Okay, I made that up, guys. I'm totally wrong.
Yeah, I know you're wrong.
Do you want to hear the top meth states?
Yeah.
Arkansas, Iowa, Washington, Kentucky, Minnesota.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Arkansas makes sense, but like West Virginia, it's fucking huge there. Like it's anywhere in Appalachia where it's all the like abandoned mining towns and shit. They fucking actually, I guess
where they were mining meth.
Arizona isn't even in the top 10. After that,
of course it's not. No, Arizona is probably in the top 10 for like people dying from fucking heat stroke. And also I think we're the number 1 state for psychosis.
Wait, we have 1 more minute. I need to plug. Okay, so we have our merch. You need to buy the Beautiful Princess Island Zach shirt on our website.
That's out now.
Beautifulprincessisland.com. Let's see. We have stickers. We have hats. Join our Discord server. It's in our bios. We do game night every Friday, and it's really fun. Like we play Quiplash for like 2-3 hours and just like talk and hang out in Discord, and it's like honestly really fun.
Yeah, we have a big team over there. There's quite a few people on our
there's like
on our Discord.
300 people in the Discord or something.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like it's active like all the time. Like there's a bunch of fun stuff to do. And then also who we're speaking to right now, we didn't say it's Apey on Twitter. He'll be in the bio.
As in OUI.
Apey.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about the French thing. Holy cow.
Apey.
We didn't. Well, you can just come back on and we'll talk more.
Hey, I would come back anytime. Also, maybe it's a mystery. That could be cute.
That is cute. But yeah, follow Apey. He has a great Twitter. He's very funny.
Yeah, we can read more tweets about the strawberry costume and abusing his penis. It's good stuff.
Yeah, if you want strawberries and cock and ball torture, go to Apey's Twitter. It's quite the something. But everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you, Apey, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
We had a great time talking to you.
And
it was a blast.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess we will see you guys next week on Beautiful Princess Island, episodes every Wednesday. So see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.